come to me, circled me,
Mm.
and talking roughly to me. After they talked to me, I just hit a punch. Someone punched me and I passed
And
away.
you're 14.
Yeah. I
You're
was
you're a
still,
baby basically.
they speak and they speak in Arabic, which I don't know Arabic. I only know Kiswahili and
Right.
my mother tongue because I grew up in Kenya. And I couldn't imagine because I could not know what was going on at that time because I passed out.
Right.
And after all, when I was waking up, I found myself at home. And I was wondering who bring me home. I was on my way back home. So I could not know what exactly has happened until when I recovered. Then I'm feeling so much pain in my body. And I feel like someone has actually do something wrong to me. And which I cannot tell because I haven't, no one has witnessed it.
Yeah.
And I was still young. And
Right. You didn't even understand it.
yeah. So after 6 months later, I got sick, a big sick. Like I've been so sick, almost to death.
Sorry about
And
that.
when they bring me to hospital, find out that I was pregnant.
Hi, viewers. Welcome back to another episode of the Now Reflection podcast. I am your host, Sarah Chan, Manager of African Scouting for the Toronto Raptors, Development Associate with Giants of Africa, and the founder of Upbringing Foundation. We bring to you yet another exciting episode of untold South Sudanese stories of incredibly gifted individuals. And on our set today, we have an amazing model. Her name is Nyabalang Gatwech, and she's also a voice for the voiceless. She is an advocate for young refugee models, not just in Kakuma, but internationally. Her story is one that is inspirational, one of resilience. I am so excited to have her today. Welcome to the set, Nyabalang.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for having me here. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you. No, it's an honor. Thank you for making the time. Now, I think let's just begin from your upbringing, where you schooled, your family background. If you could walk us through that.
First of all, my name is Nyabalang Gatwech, aka Princess Nyadollar, and I'm a South Sudanese, as you all know.
As you can see us.
I was born in a little village called Akobo, and after 2 years, my mom left South Sudan with me as I was the only child, and migrated to Kakuma due to the war and all the situation around the community. So we come and I was raised in Kakuma refugee camp, and I grown up there. I went to school there. That's where I start my school, and that's where I start my life.
Awesome. And I know, from your story and just the resilience, but also just your commitment to what you do. When you started your modeling in 2018, what were the requirements and how did you get discovered and by who?
Yeah, I started my modeling in 2018, which was the pageant competitions in the school, because at the same time I wasn't allowed to do modeling due to our society.
Well, true.
And also a parent. My dad was like, you should not do this. It's not good. It's like you're doing prostitution. So
Oh, wow.
it was kind of crazy for me, but I really wanted to do because I'm actually passionate about it. I fight for it until 2019. 2019, that's when I win Miss Cam in Kakuma. And my name went all over. Everyone was talking about Miss Cam. So the scout, one of the scouts came to my school, and in the noontime he came and be like, I want to talk to Miss Cam.
Okay.
So they called me out, and I want to talk to him. It was like, hey, I'm working with this agency called ISIS Model, which I've taken some lady to London, and I'm sure she will walk with you and she will actually take you to Paris Fashion Week.
Okay.
And that was the biggest dream we ever wanted to achieve.
Right.
And it came to a point that I can actually make it to Paris. So
Right.
it was so interesting,
Yeah.
It was so interesting. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have phone. How will I do it? He was like, okay, we will go to the studio and take you some pictures for Polaroid so that you can send them to the agency. And then they can work on it and maybe you can get selected by any agency. I was like, okay, that's fine.
Right.
And then we went to studio. I paid the studio, and which is not supposed to be, but I had to do it because I'm actually needed.
Yeah.
I want to do that, and I want to travel all over the world.
Right.
I want to show people that passion is not just prostitution.
Right.
It is a passionate person that really want to do good things. It can change someone's life, and it can give you the power that you really wanted to do. So I actually went to the studio and we would do the photo shoot. And after all, that was 2019 in October. That's when I signed contract with ISIS model through that guy who is the scouter in Kakuma.
So I know that, first of all, thank you for sharing about your upbringing in the camp. But I also know it's not the easiest place to grow up as a young lady, navigating, not just your youth, but trying to stay in school and then also just going about life. How did you go about navigating? Because you had a traumatic experience at 14 where you had sexual violence, and as a young lady at 14 and going through that experience, but also the resilience and your mindset while you're going through that, like, could you explain to us?
It's the hardest part in my life, and it happened when I was still young, which has made me to become a mother at my young age, which I didn't want to be, and it happened in 2015, as I was 14 years old, and I couldn't imagine that it happening to me, and it happened as I was sent to a market with my mom in the evening hours, which is not that too late.
Right.
And on my way coming back, so I met this bunch of boys. There were like so many, and I couldn't even know them. Like, who are they?
Right.
And how will I even? It's the same route that they're using. I'm using. I could not know it's people that will do something bad to me.
Right.
So, but it happened that they come to me, circle me, and talking roughly to me. After they talk to me, I just hit a punch. Someone punched me and I passed away.
And you're 14.
Yeah. And
You're a baby, basically.
They speak and they speak in Arabic, which I don't know Arabic. I only know Kiswahili and my mother tongue because I grew up in Kenya. And I couldn't imagine because I could not know what was going on at that time because I passed out.
Right.
And after all, when I was waking up, I found myself at home. And I was wondering who bring me home. I was on my way back home. So I could not know what exactly has happened until when I recovered. Then I'm feeling so much pain in my body. And I feel like someone has actually do something wrong to me. And which I cannot tell because I haven't, no one has witnessed it.
Yeah.
And I was still young.
Right. You didn't even understand it.
Yeah. So after 6 months later, I got sick, a big sick. Like I've been so sick, almost to death.
Sorry about that.
And when they bring me to hospital, find out that I was pregnant. And which was horrible because no one knows who is
the father. You don't even know when this was happening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I myself, I don't even know. I could not believe because it wasn't my willing, and I was still young. I wasn't class 6, class 6 to 7.
Sorry about that.
And I had to stay. My dad actually didn't chase me away. My dad said that I will stay home because nowhere I should go.
Right.
I don't know who actually pregnanted me.
Right.
And from there, I stay home. The life has started to become so
hard.
Right.
And it's already at the Kakuma refugee camp, so it's already hard as it is.
Yeah.
And then to add trauma and the sexual violence and, you know, the mental well-being
and also being bullied at school.
Right.
And
because they don't understand like how
yeah.
this
And the school that I was at first, which I was in class 7, the head teacher actually chased me away from school, telling me that I can't let you in my school because that will destroy my school reputation.
Can you imagine that?
And some other girls are laughing at me because it seemed like it was my fault, but they don't know what was it behind.
Right.
And everyone in the community be like, how can such a young girl get
pregnant? Right.
How dares she playing with small boys?
Yeah.
Yet I don't know who is. Because I was still even young. I don't even have a boyfriend at that age. I was even just that girl who went to the market running around.
Right.
And
I mean, 14 is so young.
Yeah. And I was always in my education, that's what I was passionate about, and be like, I should make it and I should get good grade because I don't want to be beaten at home if I haven't passed my exam. So, and it happened, and I got pregnant, and my life started to become worse ever. And until the time I gave birth in 2016. So,
and what?
which I was in class 8.
Wow.
I had to leave that school that I was chased and go to another school for me to complete my primary education. And I actually got admitted from another school, which is Hope Primary School. And from there, I used to go while I was still pregnant. I cannot stay at home. I don't feel good staying at home. I just want to complete my school.
Right.
And it was hard for me.
Must have been.
Because I will be punished together with those people who are normal, but yet I'm still feeling the pain, which is I'm carrying someone, which I could not even believe.
Yeah.
And I got that sick.
And you're 15 at that point now,
Yeah,
right?
I was 15 now. I turned 15. I thought that I would die. And my dad thought the same. So it came to time that I was giving birth. Take me 3 days.
Wow. Labor
pain.
Wow.
And which was so hard, which is the hardest part of my life. So when I received that baby, I was like, does make my life mess.
Yeah.
It messed my life. And when I'm sad, when I remember the memories, I feel like killing her because I feel like she's the one who come and mess up my life. Yeah. She's the one who come and make me lose my opportunities. She's the one who make me feel like I'm the bad person in the community or the bad girl, but it wasn't her fault.
And it's not your fault either. Yeah.
So
I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. No one deserves that. And I know a lot of women go silent when it happens. I mean, it's a traumatic experience that no one deserves. The feelings that you will feel after you've gone through that and seeing the baby that came as a result, no one can really blame you for how you felt. But you're young, you're trying to understand, and then now there's a baby that's depending on you. That in itself I can't even imagine. Yeah, like I can't.
It was painful, and whereby I had to be told that you're not going to school because no one will take care of this kid, and whereby I will have to look for
A job?
what will she eat,
Yeah.
what will she wear, because she had no father. I'm the only person, and yet I'm still young,
Baby.
and I try my best to look for a job whereby I can be able to feed her. I can be able to find her needs, but yet me too. I also
You
need
have
her.
your needs, yeah.
Like I also need those needs, but I can't get them. And I try my really best going through the offices like gender-based violence, child protection, and
Did you get any
UNHCR.
help?
I didn't get any help from there, and which made me feel like,
You on your
why
own?
am I deserving this? Why? What did I actually did wrong to the world? You know? So it was so painful for me, and it was so hard until it came to time that I had nothing to do. I tried even to sell catch crop. I tried to sell like I I will farm like I plant some sukuma wiki and other stuff for me to sell.
To get
And so that I
money.
can be able to get sugar and cook porridge for my daughter, and for me also to find what will she wear, because she's depending on me,
Right.
and I also depending on nothing, because if you give up in our society, they believe that the child is yours, whether he has father or not, you must take care of it.
And sometimes they even blame you for what
And
happened.
they blame me, yes, they blame me. But I really thank my father because he did not let me go away, and he did not chase me away, because when I told him like it's not my fault, I was raped, and which I tried to report in police, and they were like, it's too late. Do you know the person? I don't know. How could I know the person?
It's at night anyway, you couldn't
It's at
see, and
night,
it's a
and there
bunch
were
of
many.
people.
I could not
Yeah.
even imagine who is he, like who is one of the
Right.
one of them, and I don't even know where they came from,
Yeah.
So it was hard.
I can imagine. And you also know you don't have closure, you don't have, like justice has not been served, and you're experiencing all of this trauma that comes with what has happened to you, while it's not your fault or the baby's fault. So it throws you into a loop of so many things that you have to deal with, and that can have an impact on your mental health.
Yeah, it threw me into an extent that
Yeah.
I tried to kill myself
Wow.
and kill my daughter so that we can live this world peacefully. And she will not live and I will not live, But it's only that God is always great.
Yeah.
And you will never know what did he plan for you,
Right.
And I see my baby crying while I take the knife. I want to kill her.
This was in Kakuma.
In Kakuma. I was 2017 to 18. And I wanted to kill her. She was just 1 year old daughter.
Okay.
And I was like, you messed my life. You ruined my life. I could not go to school. I cannot work with my age mates because they see me as a prostitute. They see me as, I don't even know, because everyone is saying bad words to me.
And blaming you for something you didn't do.
For having a child at a young age. Even though I go to a hospital when she's sick, they'll be like, how come do you have such a baby and you're still young, So you are the girl that will play around with anyone. That one hurt me more.
Yeah.
Hurt me.
Because they don't understand.
Because they don't know
And you're doing your best.
what was behind it.
Right.
So, and I feel like I rather not take her to hospital, even though she's sick. I will stay at home with her.
Yeah.
And for me not to get those words.
Yeah.
And not going anywhere. Getting some word from my parent too is hard, When when she's sick, they'll be like, okay, you need it for yourself. I
Yeah.
didn't need it.
Yeah.
I didn't need it. I didn't want it to have it. But it happened.
Right.
And I have to accept it. And I have to come back into my sense and be like, I should not blame her. I should not blame God. It's fine. I already give up to Him. And she's alive, it's fine. And
that must have been a very tough decision to get to that place of you're hurting and you're trying and the stigma against that, and then to coming to the place of, okay, it's happened and you've accepted what has happened to you, even if you don't deserve it. Like, that must have been a journey. How long did it take you before you got to that place of acceptance?
it took me quite a while. Because I miss my school. I have to be home with her. And after all, I just have to let go and be like, I should go back to school.
Right.
And still, the memories cannot get lost.
Of course.
And it's still the pain that I'm still going through for her growing up. And now things are start to become so harder because she's growing.
Yeah.
She's coming big and she needs more things.
Right.
Yeah. That
She's asking questions
I
too.
cannot afford.
Yeah.
And she will be like, now they're stopping her to call me mom. And she cannot call me mom. And there I can't, like, I just have to say, okay, fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, no one has advised me because I try to look for advice, but I can't get it because what I get from people is bad words, you know. And where I'm trying to go and get advice, like DRC, which is within the camp, whereby they go and give you advice. I go to JRS.
Like counseling? It's like
counseling.
more of counseling.
Yeah,
Okay.
also in JRS. But I could not get that opportunity to get in. You know?
Okay, and why is that? Because isn't it supposed to be what they do?
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like, they don't just let you in. You know, you can take even a long time, almost a month, looking for a way to get in and be cancelled, you know?
Right.
So it can take you a long way to go, but I give up. I feel like it's fine. Let me just deal with it, and I'll see the way forward.
Wow.
So I had to go back to school. I missed the first term, and I had to go back to school, and that was like 2018, the last term of the year. So I was fine.
Catching up? You're trying to catch up?
Trying to catch up with everything.
Trying to find a balance also.
But then still, when I came home, I just find out stress. I go to school, I feel like I'm okay, but I'm not okay. Because I know that I left something behind which need to be taken care of.
Right,
you know?
right.
I may not know if she can come on the road and get kicked by the motorbike.
Right.
And there too, my mom was like, she's having a small baby too. So she had to take care of her daughter too.
Right.
So it was hard. I cannot focus in class. I cannot focus because my mind is full of too many things.
Stress
and from there I don't have a friend that I can walk with around the school. I don't have anyone that I can talk to.
Wow.
I feel like a stranger. I feel like I'm not human being, you know, because I will be there in my place, just me alone.
Wow.
And staying alone. But people will come and pass me. They don't even bother. Like, why are you sitting alone? You never have a friend. Why? I was like, it's fine. But it's turned out I have to drop again. I have to drop out of school. I haven't completed my school since I'm here now.
Oh.
And after that was 2018 when I came to start the modeling, but I was in school. And I started through school because one of the madam was like, hey, Nyabalang, there's this competition coming out in the school. Can you try it? Because you're tall, you're skinny, and you can do it.
Right.
I was like,
I'll give it a try.
I will try it, but I'm not sure what will it give me, you know. So, and from there, when I tried, it was a lot of noise at home. So they were like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing this? This is for prostitute. This is not good. And you know that you have a child. You have to behave like a mother. I'm not a mother.
I know, you're a child
I'm not a
yourself.
mother. I'm still young.
Yeah,
At that time, I was 17.
I know.
I was still young. I have to
Yeah.
do whatever.
You want to
my
experience life as
I
well,
want to
like your
do
age mates.
things
Yeah.
that my age mates are doing. I want to do things that make me happy.
Right.
So I forced it. And that was 2019, and 2019 in July when we did another competition for Miss Cow.
Okay.
And I did it actually, and I win. So
Congratulations.
and thank you. And when I go home with the crown, and my mom was like, okay, it seemed to be good.
Yeah.
But my dad is still holding on. Be like, no,
Still hasn't
you
accepted.
don't have to do this. It's not good for you. If you don't want to study, then we'll take you to South Sudan, either get married, because you have a child already who will marry you.
Right.
So you either go and
That
get
must be
married
really
or-
hurtful too.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
That was so painful for
Yeah,
me
I can
because
imagine.
when I had that, I feel like
From your own father too. You
the
know.
memories are not going
Yeah.
away. They keep coming.
Right.
They keep coming. So it was like, when will I heal? You know, when will I heal?
Right.
And yet, when I got recruited by ISIS in 2019, they did not do anything, and I did not travel, and they never communicate to me since I signed the contract in October 2019. And now it will come the next year, which is 2020. There's no school, there's no any work, like
Right.
because of the corona.
Right.
And from there, I have to be like, do I have to go to school again?
Right.
Or do I have just to see
Take
whatever?
care. Yeah.
Or maybe I will just go to South Sudan and get married, as my dad said, because I start giving up in life.
Right.
I see like nothing else I can
It's
do.
working.
You know, nothing is working. School not working, and the modeling career is not working. So I feel like I just need to go to South Sudan. So I actually tell my dad, I will go to South Sudan.
Wow.
It's not that he did not get money on time,
Mm.
and that year people cannot travel. You cannot go to South
Yeah,
Sudan.
yeah. COVID
and
lockdown.
You cannot come to Nairobi.
Right.
You cannot go anywhere. Wherever you are, you stuck there. So I was like, I stuck in Kakuma. Luckily, 2021, and within 2020, I used to go to center practice, because that's the only way that I can keep my mind.
Right.
That's where I can go and sit and relax. You know, and then I met this guy. He's a musician, and he went the Kakuma Got Talent, and it's called Kit Georgina. He's a South Sudanese guy.
Okay.
So he was like, hey, you are the Miss Cam, right? I was like, yeah. Anyway, I have my friend, and she's in New York, and I'm sure she can find you a good agency. She's a model.
Okay.
I was like, okay, that's beautiful.
Right.
I'm actually looking for an agency
Opportunity, yeah.
and for an opportunity that can take me so far, and I want to pursue my dream. He was like, yeah, I'm sure this lady, she will help you. Actually, let me just text her. So he did that. He did text her, which is Mary Malek.
Okay.
And
Yeah, she's a phenomenal model.
yeah, and from there they talked, and the following day we met again the same center, and he was like, hey, Mary said that, can you do a small video for your introduction?
Okay.
And then I did a video. I was just sitting there, and then a small walk, and send them to Mary, and Mary was like, yeah, I can help her, but I don't have an agency right now. Maybe I can just help her to mentor her and see how she will progress.
Right.
Although she didn't know what was behind me, who I am, and what am I going through, until we get into contact and we get to know each other more and more and more. And from there in 2021, we now become like more friends. I become taking her like a sister because she's advising me, and she was like, you feel free to tell me whatever hurts you most,
Right,
and I will give you words. So I tell her my inner story, and I tell her how I feel, and she was like, "It's fine. You have to let go thing and start a new life, and don't feel bad because that is a blessing for you."
Right.
Yeah. So I start taking her words, and until I was like, I'm tired of this life because there was so many things going on. And I tell Kulkir, hey Kulkir, I want to go to Nairobi. Maybe I can find a good agency there. He was like, yeah, I'm sure you can find a good agency.
Right.
And I was like, but I don't know how will I go because I don't have transport right now. And I haven't figured out where will I stay.
Right.
He was like, we can go together. Like, thank you. Thank you so much. How my cousin here in Nairobi, so I texted him in Facebook. I was like, I want to come to Nairobi. He was like, yeah, come. You come and stay with my wife. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I actually come, Cookie transported me. But then my sister was sick, so I had to sell my phone.
Yeah.
To give some to my mom for my sister and my daughter because I'm leaving her, of course.
Right.
So I sold my phone and I gave her the money and I left together with Kulkid and we came to Nairobi. And I stayed at my cousin's house. It wasn't easy because those women see me like, why is she here?
Yeah.
She's supposed to go to South Sudan, not to Nairobi. You know, because they all know that I got pregnant and that child doesn't have father. And they were asking me, why did you leave your daughter? Who will take care of her?
More stigma.
And why are you here? And you are not coming to school here. So it was like, I was like, what's going on actually? So I feel like I'm still lonely. I'm still in darkness. I'm not safe. So and I haven't give up. I haven't give up. I still continue. And then one day I was me and my friend we were walking on the road, and this guy is a fashion designer, and it's also I think he's a scout, I guess.
Okay.
But I just see him like he was a fashion designer, and then we were walking, and he was like, "Hey," and we turned around, and he asked the lady that I was working with, "Is that girl a model?" And then was like, "Yeah, she's a model." Oh, really? Actually, can I talk to her? And then I was like, "Yeah, you can talk to her." And then they come to me and was like, "Hey, what's your name?" I was like, "I'm Nyabalang." Oh, okay. So you're a model. I'm a fashion designer, and this agency is looking for a South Sudanese model, and I'm sure she will like you.
Okay.
And I was like, really? What's that agency? I was like, ISIS model. I was like, wow. I signed with them 2019, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, do you have Polaroid? I don't know what the Polaroid is for. I only know pictures. If you say pictures, I was like,
yeah, I know. What is.
I was like, do you have Polaroid? I was like, no, I don't know what Polaroid is. Okay, do you have any pictures? I was like, no, I don't have pictures because I don't have phone right now. And they were like, okay. And then I was like, can you take picture with your phone? So he was like, okay. So we went home and we take picture. Okay, the lady take the number, and when we reach home, take pictures in a wall background white and send it to him. And he was like, okay, we will meet on Saturday, and I will take you to the office of that lady. So on Saturday, that was August 2021. And then on Saturday came, he called, and we went. So when we reached there, I found this lady, the ISIS model. She was like,
And who was the lady?
Joan Okolodo. She's the CEO of ISIS model.
Okay.
Yeah. So I found her, and she was like, oh my God, you're so tall. And she's Nigerian, of course, she's short. And South Sudanese, we always tall. And I was wearing heels at the same time, so I become more taller.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh my God, oh, you're perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure these people, you will not even take long,
Mm-hmm.
you know? You will go in the next season,
Wow.
which was September.
So there's this dreams of you can go to Paris. It's, you know, all the glamour of like Paris Fashion Week. Then they also give you guys tickets at some point, right?
Exactly, you know. And then she come back in December
Mm-hmm.
2021,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, hi everyone, we're going to meet in Junction Mall. At that
Okay.
time now I got phone.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Malek buy for me a phone.
Oh.
So it was like, everyone we will meet in Junction Mall. She now created a group that is called ISIS Visas.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to Junction Mall, we meet her, and she was like, congratulations to those who will go to Paris Fashion Week in next month, which was January. And you, the rest of people, we still wait until we get you to the season. So it's like, okay. My heart was,
I know you're praying, you're hoping
yeah, I was
that you're
like,
amongst
okay, I hope I'm among them.
yeah,
And
the
she
ones
was
going.
like, actually, Achol, Nyabalang, Ton, Badir, and now mentioning our name, Nyadollar, and Achol Ayam, and Estra. So we were like 10.
Yeah.
You know, we were like 10.
Yeah.
And then the rest, this Ton and Achola came from South Sudan.
And where were the rest from?
Hmm?
Where were the rest of you from?
Okay, me and other guys, we are like 4 of us, we came from Kakuma. And this girl, Treza, and Estra, she's from Burundi. So we were like combination of many people.
Okay.
And Nyadollar, she was one of the models which have ever traveled. She just come back and refer a visa. So from there we went. She gave us like, only 5 of us was given the receipt for money,
Okay.
to receive money for visa. And then me and Achola, we went and we received our money from Western Union.
And how much is this that you're
It was
receiving?
86.78 euros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
That was like 11,000 Kenyan shilling. And then the following day, we went to embassy. The same day, she gave us like a piece of papers, which are for the biggest agency in Paris.
Okay.
Just one piece. And she was like, you guys can sign to this paper and go to the server, scan it, and send it to my email.
Okay.
So we did the same.
Was it in English or French?
It was half English,
French. Okay.
We just writing our
okay.
names, like nothing much, and it's not the full contract.
Okay.
It's just one piece whereby you write your name and you sign.
Okay.
Because it's like, for her, it's like emergency, you know, emergency, because we are going to make visas and we have to take those documents to the embassy.
To the embassy.
Yeah, and we will bring them out and scan them back to her. And we went to the embassy the following day, so document us from when we come back. We wait for passport to be approved, and we went back to pick our passport. So we were like 5 of us. We were like 7 who did our visas the same day and the same week, and the 17 others made their own visas.
Okay.
With their own money.
Oh, wow.
So we were like, I think 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So 25 models. So then we were given like the ticket that we're supposed to fly with.
Okay.
Which was January 17, 2022. But it happened like we cannot.
Why?
Only three of the models who left in January, date 9 and date 17. But with the rest, we were told like these are fake tickets.
Why would you give someone fake tickets for traveling?
That's what we don't know. And that was confusing.
That's weird.
And it was like question mark from all of us. You know? Because we were like, what?
You can just tell us that we haven't made the cut, but actually printing out tickets or even having tickets that have your name, that is very strange.
It has our name, like everyone's name, and the passport details, and when you will go and come back.
Wow.
You know, So I supposed to fly on 17 January and come back on 16 of April
Okay.
in that ticket. So after all, when she texted us in group and be like, "Hello everyone," it's like voice note, yeah. "Hello everyone. Um, for anyone who have the ticket, except for those who are still making their visas, so those tickets are not the one you're going to fly with. They're fake tickets, so you have to wait for the original ticket to be sent to you through email."
And did you ask them why
Some
these
ask
fake
her,
tickets?
They ask her in group. I myself, I didn't bother to ask. I just follow whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm in too much stress.
Yeah.
I just want to go. How is it flow? So they were asking her, "But why, mom? Why is it fake?" You know,
right.
she never respond back to those questions. So I just leave it and be like, and then the January is finished, and then February, and she was like, Nyabalang, Achol, and yeah, we were like three. But the other girl, she is going through Ethiopia,
Okay.
and then to Paris. So she was like, "You guys should go for a COVID test, and you go to the airport on 20. Your ticket is in the email.
Again, another
everyone-
ticket.
Yeah. Can everyone check the email?"
Oh.
So we checked our email, we got them, and we have to send her the screenshots. And from there, we actually managed. So it was me and Treza in the same flight. Then we went to airport. It was so exciting.
Of course, I can imagine.
Excitement.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe I'm in Jomo Kenyatta going to Paris.
Yeah.
It
Your
was
dream
like-
is finally, unraveling and coming
I can't
true.
imagine, like, how am I going to change my family life?
Yeah.
How am I going to help my
And
friends?
and how were you thinking about changing your family life? Like, what was in your mind? Okay, if you make this big dream, what are you going to do for your family?
Is to show them that modeling is not just prostitution, you know. Modeling is something that can bring benefit in the life, because it can happen. It's a job that which paid, and I can take my siblings to school,
Right.
and I can also build a house,
Right.
and I can also build schools in future.
Right.
So I was like
Excited.
so excited, you know. I was like, maybe my family cannot live, no longer live in refugee camp and
You would
stay somewhere
relocate.
good.
Right.
And I couldn't imagine smiling the whole day, waiting for time to arrive, me going to airport.
Yeah.
And when I'm in the airport, I was like, when are we taking off?
You want to go knock on the pulpit.
I was asking
the
the girl,
cockpit.
like, when are we taking off? When are we taking off? She was like, Nyabalang, relax.
Relax, you're not the pilot.
Relax. And from there we take off. Was like 10 hours flight, and we reach in Paris airport, and it was like,
yeah, the dream.
You were learning, like it was 5 to 6, so the lights are still on. So the city looks so beautiful, more beautiful than Nairobi.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, am I dreaming of it? And then I was like, Treza, is it true that we are in Paris? She was like, yeah, we are. Actually, we are just learning right now in the way down. Because I was asleep the whole
journey.
and,
It's a long
wake
flight.
up, I just wake up, oh my God, it looks so beautiful.
Right.
So the following day, I was also going for casting. Now my roommate gave me some metro cards. She's not using them because she's using Hover. So she gave me metro cards, and I went for casting for Valentino. That was on Sunday. And after Valentino casting, we went to another casting. I met my roommate there. So after that, we went to Benjamin casting, and I went to another one. It's just within that area, but I don't know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to there, and we did that casting. It's like now I did like 4 casting. So it was on Sunday, and then Monday we went back for callback. in Valentino, and her too, my roommate. So we went together, and after all, she was like, "Do you have another casting?" I was like, "No, I think I'll just go home." So I went to the apartment and I sleep. Now, seeing my money, I was finishing for like 2 days. On Saturday, I haven't eat, and now on Sunday too. So now on Monday, I was feeling like
Weak.
I'm too weak. I'm too weak. I could not even spend that night without eating.
Eating, yeah.
So I text the lady, "Hi Lily, I'm starving and I need African food." She was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know why you didn't come yesterday." I was like, "My metro card has finished. There's no way I can come." "You could have told me and I can send for you Uber." I was like, "Okay, now I'm starving. I haven't eaten since Saturday."
Wow.
She was like, "Okay, I'm sending you food." What food? Then I tell her African food. Any African food, either rice or beef. Now I'm scared of the beef. I tell her chicken. Yeah. So from there, and she did send me food. I thought she was buying for me. And went down, take the food, come upstairs. And the following day, she ordered for me Uber. I went with Uber in the office, and I take another 70 euro with the metro cards. Without even spending, I got message. "Hey Nyabalang, you'll be going back home on the 9th of March. You can go and do your COVID test." So they sent me all those details. I was shocked.
That's random.
What happened? Now I was
You're anxious, yeah. You're wondering what you've done
what
wrong.
did I do wrong?
Right.
Why am I getting this? And I haven't even finished like 2 weeks yet.
I know.